Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the ThePCelitist, a channel dedicated to video game commentary and discussion, always from the PC perspective, the greatest platform for gaming. My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd.
And we have a bit of a fun subject today, and I think we'll probably turn it over to people to comment. What you're thankful for in your gaming career.
Yeah, I've seen some articles recently hovering around this topic. I think one of them may have even been called this, what are you most thankful for in gaming? I think it was some gaming site, and it was really just a poll question where it was a closed-ended, here are 5 different options, what are you most thankful for in gaming? And it had no depth to it. And I thought, this is something that any true gamer...
I'm thankful for my increase in hand-eye coordination.
Yes, thank you for the massive boost it gave to my social life over the last 15 years. No, so we want to talk about what are you most thankful for in gaming, and we know we'll probably get several different answers. I spent literally 6.5 months thinking about this topic, and I've narrowed it down to 4 things.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to say before I start?
I want to hear the 4 things.
Okay.
Okay. I'm very interested in your day-to-day comings and goings and what you think.
Oh, because I haven't talked to you in like a week, so need to catch you
outside
up.
of the field of battle.
Yes, that's true.
Things I'm thankful for in gaming. I would have to say, like I mentioned in a previous video, that it introduced me to a new narrative, a new way to tell a story that to me was kind of normal growing up, but as I grew older, I realized that most people haven't had the experience of being told a great story and feeling you're so involved in it. And I hark back to the old adventure games like Full Throttle, any of the LucasArts adventure games, The Dig. I have great appreciation for the original Monkey Island because, if anything, it even is a big part of my brother and my relationship. I remember when I was a tot, sitting, playing Monkey Island, and I was always the voice of Guybrush and read his text, and my brother was always everyone else. Okay?
That's adorable.
Yeah, I know. And he was always the best pirate. And you know what? If the guys who made... Any Monkey Island fans out there know that Sam the Salesman is an awful voice. In every game, they pick a guy to voice him who's terrible.
On purpose?
I don't know. He's supposed to be this Texan used boat salesman. Okay? And then he's a used coffin salesman, and then he's a used costume salesman. He's just always... Okay?
Always a used something.
And he's got a
used coffin salesman?
Yeah. In the first game, he's got a Texan like hat, and his hands are going like this when he talks. So you just know,
jazz arms.
And my brother at 10 years old, knew to do a Texan accent with this guy. But when they did the voices for the characters finally, years later, it was just some dry-talking guy selling. And I'm like, okay, come on, that's retarded. Anyway, I'm thankful for those types of things. Those are the first things that come to my mind, but I want to hear your list.
I can't remember what they were called, but great narratives in video gaming had to start with those books.
Did I say Sam? I meant Stan. Sorry, I didn't want to get that name wrong.
Thank God.
Oh,
you were almost going to be lynched on our comments. Flame War.
Sorry.
I can't remember what they're called, but the books where you choose your next step.
Choose your own adventure books.
Choose your own adventure books. That's how gaming had to have started. Some guy said, this is so fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a little better.
You know what's funny is to old people who don't know video games, I've used that analogy. Have you ever read a Choose Your Own Adventure book?
If I have, it was years ago.
Right. But I explained it in that manner.
No, my dad made me read Gulliver's Travels when I was, I think, 8. So I didn't really have time for Choose Your Own Adventure books. I had to choose some dickhead's adventure from years and years ago.
What you read was, your dad, I choose your adventure book.
Exactly. Yes, I was reading the 1956 version World Encyclopedias when I was that age, and I said, just so you know, Israel's like a 10-year-old country in this book. 8 years old. Anyway, Choose Your Own Adventure books spawned gaming.
Right.
Had to be. 4 things I am most thankful for in gaming. First one, and this is not just right now, this is over the history of gaming. Immersion. No other medium, books, movies, mime, whatever you want to call it, gives me the immersion like PC gaming. And the really sad thing is it's happening less and less as time goes on. I remember games where literally I was in a room with people and they were talking and I forgot they were there. They became ambient wah, 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 noise.
Right.
That's immersion. I don't care if I was young and easily duped. Great. It's just sad that it doesn't really happen anymore. And these are all going to be kind of vague just because that's what I'm thankful for, not specific examples. Very general.
On that point, I was just talking to Rousdower the other night about, because he loves to be in the chopper on Battlefield. He loves it.
He's quite good at it.
And I was telling him, when I'm on the ground, would it help you if I called out vehicles? And he's like, oh, God, it helps so much. And he's like, and I want to help. I want to fly over there only because it feels so cool for a guy on the ground to say, there's a tank over here.
Need air support.
Right. And I'll fly over there no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true. And and you'll see in footage, you've seen it once and you'll see a lot more footage. He is the pilot, I'm his gunner, and Woodsie frequently is our spotter. And when it works in unison, it is gorgeous.
Right. Actually, the Goonies rule video is the one where he's flying and you're gunning.
And then he runs into the light pole.
Yes, it's great. Yes.
Anyway, the second thing, and this is where hits me where I live, as Robot Chica would say. Video games over time have allowed me to live out so many of my childhood fantasies. And the first and foremost of which when I was young, idolized Brett Favre forever. Still do, regardless of what you think of him. Madden, the first...
Even after all the uncomfortableness?
Shoosh. Madden allowed me, and I played quarterback up all the way through high school, it allowed me to be that field general.
Right.
And immersion played a factor in this, not so much in sports games, but in other games. It allowed me to live out that fantasy. Even though I was playing as other real professional football players, I felt I'm choosing the plays, I'm making it happen.
Right.
And even at a young age, I got such a kick out of that.
I felt that on Super Tecmo Bowl. Sorry, continue.
Take it back.
That's still one of the greatest football games ever.
It is pretty great. So, sports games for sure, but where I really felt the living out fantasies was in sniping games. When I was a wee lad, up until I was 16, I wanted to be legitimately be a sniper. Not just this, would it be so cool? No, I had a plan. I knew which branch of the military, I had it all mapped out where I wanted to go. My eyesight kept me out of it. Not that that's the only thing. I'm perfect candidate for sniper. My eyes are bad.
I'm over here.
Yes. Shut up. I have always loved sniping games. In good games, I've bought bargain bin terrible sniping games just because I've always looked for a game that will allow me to live out that fantasy of seeing that guy through the crosshairs and being... The last thing he hears is...
How many times have you watched Sniper 3?
Okay. I could do a whole discussion on how Goonies rule that movie. Anyway, other fantasies, stealth action, the Metal Gear Solid, phenomenal. The early Splinter Cell games, love them. Who doesn't want to be a sneaky spy, creeping around, doing the creep, and games just and I've always loved Civilization, steering a society, especially a game that's as diversified as that in terms of strategy, battle tactics. StarCraft. You get to live out these fantasies as young boys have of dominating in some arena, be it sports, be it battle, macro or micro.
Right.
Gaming has allowed me to live out those fantasies, even if it's on a small scale. Even if the only one I'm living out right now is having my own YouTube channel. Which I wanted to do before the internet was invented.
You did?
Yeah, before Al Gore stamped his mark on civilization. Third one... Total control over my gaming experience, over my experience of whatever it is I was doing, not just gaming. World of Warcraft for a while provided that for me. It was really the first game where I felt I can really do anything with this character. If I want to spend an hour and a half crafting, questing, killing the same group of raptors for their heads over and over and over again in the Barrens, I can do whatever I wanted, and I was so thankful for WoW for providing that to me. And there was always a time, and I remember saying this to you, there's never nothing to do in WoW.
Right.
You eventually get to a point as we got older. Yes, there are times where there's nothing to do and just nothing fun. But go ahead.
The problem with WoW and why it was so addictive at times was that You could, okay, I'm going to farm some leather and kill raptors forever while you're watching your TV show that you've been wanting to watch. So the problem was you watched your show and got this false sense of, like, accomplishment. And I got 20 stacks of leather. Yeah. Good evening to me.
That's true. I just wasted 4 hours and a lot of wattage to do something
but you
not
felt
very
great
important.
After.
You did feel great. That is a good point. I thought Fallout 3 had that level of control, but that quickly fell flat on its face. Metal Gear Solid, I felt, was very immersive, allowed me to control the action. I will say this, though, about stealth action games, which pisses me off. And if you know of one, please let me know. I want a stealth action game where not only do you have the option of playing the game one way, killing people. I want a stealth action where if I play the game, I can beat the game without killing a single person.
Right.
And I want there to be bonus points for that. But I want to truly sneak my way around some compound, complete an objective, and get out, and they have no idea.
Thief.
Thief?
Well, you blackjack people, but you're not allowed to kill them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
But it's old.
I don't care.
I was going to say that, I do like a stealth game here and there. It kind of disappointed me that Deus Ex Human Revolution was centered around being stealth.
Yeah.
Because, again, like our old discussion, it says on the box or on the webpage, it molds to your play style. And the first thing I want to do, I just want to be a soldier and go and shoot people. You can do that, but the skill trees aren't built really for it.
Yeah.
Which disappointed me.
That's true. The last and final point that I'm thankful for in gaming is some of them are just fucking fun. They're so much fun. When I fly around...
Does that say that on your phone?
It does. When I fly around with Rousdower and the chopper, and we're blowing shit up, and the other night I text you, I kept getting disconnected, but I was 113 and 5 in the chopper.
Over consecutive games?
Over several rounds. I tallied it. It was stupid. Kept getting disconnected, but over those consecutive games, 113 and 5. So much Gorham fun being in that chopper. Magicka, Left 4 Dead, these games are so much fun. And to me, more than anything, really, I'm thankful for games for being so damn fun.
Yeah. I think on that note, it's just great to always have a connection somehow. And I feel sorry for girls for this, because I've had this discussion. Look, me playing video games with Shepherd is me spending time with my friend. Like, you guys go out to have coffee and, do that, but I'm doing this in a different way. And she would always retort, like, but, you could do that anytime. And I'm like, it's not my fault that we're found a great way to spend time together that we could do it in such an easy fashion.
Yeah, you can do that anytime. That's the great thing about it.
I know.
We can do it at any time.
Me and Shepherd would love to go golfing more often, but you can't do that anytime.
No, you can play Battlefield anytime. So anyway, that was my shortest version of what I'm most thankful for in games. What do you think? No, not you.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
I'm done?
You're done.
Okay.
You were done 10 minutes
to
ago.
Those people who I'm very appreciative to, actually, I was thinking about today. It's very cool.
It's excellent.
That's just people that, appreciate this channel. And I'm just happy that we, hopefully we keep doing this more and more and more.
Indeed. In
And
the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Send donations, we'll do this full time.
Yeah, PayPal account. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, now that we're 2 weeks beyond it, we are thankful for you all. What are you thankful for in video games?
Yes. My name is Woodsie.
My name is Shepherd, and this is the ThePCelitist, thankfully signing out.